Welcome back to the channel. Today we have an important update about the Philippine Navy's landing docks acquisition project, a program that should have already given the Navy 2 brand new landing platform docks, or LPDs, from PT PAL Indonesia. But, as of now, the project is facing serious delays, with milestones missed and delivery schedules uncertain. Many in the defense community are asking, is the new landing platform dock from Indonesia delayed? Let's break down what's happening, why it matters, and what it could mean for the future of the Philippine Navy. The landing docks acquisition project was awarded in 2022 to PT PAL Indonesia, the same company that previously built the Tarlac-class LPDs for the Philippine Navy. Under this project, 2 new ships were ordered, which would bring the total number of LPDs in the Philippine Navy's fleet to 4 vessels once completed. These ships are vital for the Navy's missions, whether it's amphibious operations, humanitarian assistance, and disaster response, troop transport, or logistics support. In short, these LPDs are force multipliers for an archipelagic country like the Philippines. But despite the urgency of the project, recent reports confirm that progress has not been on schedule. According to the official tender documents, the first ship should be delivered within 730 calendar days. That's 2 years from the issuance of the notice to proceed. The second ship should be delivered within 1,095 days, or 3 years after the notice to proceed. The contract also outlined 7 milestone phases, each tied to payments. From the initial advance payment up to the delivery and acceptance of the second LPD, the system was designed to ensure accountability at every stage. In April 2023, the Philippine government made its last recorded milestone payment of 2.5 billion, bringing total payments to 3.3 billion, about 60% of the 5.59 billion project cost. This covered construction up to Phase 4, which is the launching of the first LPD. But here's the issue. Even though the keel of the first vessel was laid in January 2024, there has been no announcement of its launch more than a year and 7 months later. So what's causing the delay? Officially, PT PAL Indonesia has not released detailed explanations. However, insiders point to several possible issues. Subcontractor delays in supplying critical components. Global supply chain disruptions are still affecting shipbuilding industries worldwide, and possibly internal scheduling problems at PT PAL itself. While the Philippine government has reportedly given some consideration to these circumstances, the fact remains. The project is now behind schedule. If this persists, PT PAL could face penalties as written in the contract, and worse, even blacklisting from future Philippine defense projects. This delay doesn't just affect the ships currently under construction. It could have much bigger consequences for PT PAL. Why? Because under Horizon 3 of the AFP modernization program, the Philippine Navy is planning to acquire additional support, ships and possibly even more LPDs. PT PAL was considered a strong candidate for these future contracts, given its track record of building the Tarlac class. But with these current setbacks, trust is eroding. If PT PAL cannot meet deadlines or provide clear answers, it may severely damage its reputation with the Philippine Navy and the Department of National Defense. For the Philippine Navy, the delays mean more than just late ships. First, it impacts operational readiness. LPDs are critical assets, especially for HADR missions, where every day counts in times of disaster. Second, it delays the Navy's goal of having a balanced fleet capable of supporting both combat operations and humanitarian missions. Third, it forces the Navy to rely more heavily on its existing Tarlac-class LPDs, which are already heavily tasked. And let's not forget, the Philippines is an archipelagic nation facing both security challenges in the West Philippine Sea and natural disasters almost every year. Having reliable and modern sea lift capability is not just optional, it's essential. So what happens next? The Philippine government is expected to withhold further milestone payments until PT-PAL meets contractual requirements. PT-PAL must provide a clear explanation and a revised schedule to regain the Navy's confidence. If delays persist, the Navy could pursue penalties, compensation, or even blacklisting PT-PAL from Horizon 3 projects. This would open the door for other shipbuilders, possibly from South Korea, Japan, or even Europe, to step in and secure future contracts with the Philippines. In conclusion, the landing docks acquisition project, once seen as a straightforward expansion of the Philippine Navy's sealift capability, is now facing serious questions. The two new LPDs were supposed to strengthen the Navy's fleet by 2024 and 2025, but as of today, there's no clear timeline for their completion. For PAL Indonesia, this is a critical test. If they can recover and deliver on their commitments, trust can still be rebuilt. But if not, they risk losing future opportunities under Horizon 3 and beyond. So what do you think, mga kaibigan? Should the Philippine Navy continue working with PT-PAL despite the delays? Or should it consider other shipbuilders for future projects? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this update useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Program. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.